Right. I mean, I think that a lot of the people who are backers of crypto are always going to be backers of crypto. They remind me of fans. You can tell me that the Philadelphia Eagles are terrible. I would say, I don't care. They're great. That's what they do. That's crypto. And I don't mean this facetiously. Like, there were people who immediately said this is good news for crypto. It is not, because what the Chinese want to know is where the money is. They want crypto open. They don't want any place you can hide their money. That's why they went after Ant. Remember what she keeps saying. Data is everything. And the data is hidden for crypto. And he's ending that. So those who think that this is good news, that they go offshore, whatever, look, this is a tyrannical, totalitarian regime that has just taken one of the biggest group of buyers of crypto out of the market. How that can possibly be bullish is beyond.
I'm thinking to what Gensler said earlier in the week. I don't think there's long-term viability for 5,000 or 6,000 private forms of money. Maybe he's taking into account how other governments are going to view this long-term.
I think so. Now, there are a lot of people. I mean, look, my old friend Anthony Scaramucci was saying, look, Coinbase is going to win in this fight against Gensler. Well, you never win against regulators. It doesn't work. Regulators win. And remember, Gensler is not trying to shut down Coinbase. He's saying we have to regulate. It's a security. The Chinese are saying it's a security, and we want to know who owns it and how much. That's not what Gensler wants. He just wants to call it a security. But the crypto is on the defensive right now. And those who act as if everything's fine in crypto world, and I own Ethereum. I know I'm taking a beating here. Everyone's fine, are making a major mistake because the Chinese have revealed themselves as being the enemies of the wealthy. It's like the old way that the communists were. And if the wealthy are hiding their money in crypto, they will be found and they will be re-educated.
Jim mentions Coinbase, and clearly that back and forth between the company and the SEC is something we're watching. This is what Gensler said regarding engagement with the industry.
I look forward to further engagement with the companies in this space and the market participants. And it's really about how we bring basic investor protection to protect people against fraud and manipulation. And this is an area that's been rife with fraud and abuse.
All right, that's from our conversation with him on the 15th.
I mean, if you speak to I speak to all the cybersecurity companies. They all come on Mad Money. And almost to a person, they say, look, if you want to know how ransomware works, it's all Bitcoin. That's how you pay people, and we have to be able to find out a way to stop that. So the government has to make it illegal if you pay Bitcoin, just like it is illegal if you, by the way, pay ransom in this country. They want it is very clear that the government has to step in and say, listen, if you pay ransom, but when you speak to Commissioner Gensler, this is the kind of thing that he's worried about. It's like this shadow security, and he keeps calling it a security. And remember, he's allowed to deem under the 1934 Act what's a security. So those who keep inflating these issues, saying he's against crypto, he's not against crypto. He just wants crypto to be a security. And he certainly doesn't want it being lent against if we don't know it's a security. I get 8% on my cash balance for the firm that I use. I don't know how that's possible.
Right. You said this before.
How do they get 8%? Well, you know who also wants to know how it's possible? Gensler.
Yeah.
And the difference, of course, is that I don't have subpoena power. I've often liked to have subpoena power. But these people who say that the SEC chairman is going to be schooled or he doesn't know, these are children. They're children. And they ought to get to be adults. I have fortunately been working with Paul Weiss for 30 years, my law firm. And there have been moments where I've wanted to say the commissioner doesn't know what he's talking about. And their pushback is always, but he's the commissioner. He's the commissioner. It really doesn't matter. And I don't know who these guys' lawyers are, but I've got to tell you, their lawyers are saying to them right now, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Yeah.